Morphology of flowering plants, the root, stem, and leaf. In a flowering plant, the underground part is the root system while the shoot system is a portion above the ground. The root, the direct elongation of the radicle leads to the formation of primary root in majority of the dicotyledonous plants which grows inside the soil. The roots bear lateral roots of several orders which are called as secondary, tertiary, etc. roots. The taproot system consists of the primary roots and its branches as seen in the mustard plant. The primary root in monocotyledonous plants is short-lived, which are then replaced by a large number of roots. From the base of the stem, these roots originate and form the fibrous root system as seen in the wheat plant. In some plants, the roots do not arise from the radicle but arise from parts of the plant that are called adventitious roots, example grass, monstera, and the banyan tree. Absorption of minerals and water from the soil provide a proper anchorage to the parts of the plant storing reserve food material, and synthesis of plant growth regulators are the main functions of the root system. Regions of the root. At the apex, the root is covered by a root cap which is a thimble-like structure. As the root makes its way through the soil, the root cap protects the tender apex of the root. The region of meristematic activity is present a few millimeters above the root cap. In the region of meristematic activity, the cells are very small, thin-walled with dense protoplasm, and they divide repeatedly. The cells proximal to the meristematic region grow lengthwise as they undergo rapid elongation and enlargement, and this region is called the region of elongation. The cells gradually differentiate and mature in the elongation zone, and hence the zone proximal to region of elongation is called the region of maturation. In the region of maturation, the epidermal cells form thread-like very fine and delicate structures called root hairs. Water and minerals are absorbed by the root hairs from the soil. Modification of root. In some plants, the roots become modified by changing their shape and structure to perform functions other than conduction of water and minerals and absorption. The roots are modified for respiration, storage of food, and support. Root Tap roots get swollen and store food in carrot, turnip, and adventitious roots of sweet potato. The hanging structures that support a banyan tree are called prop roots. Similarly, some roots come out of the lower nodes of the stem and support the plant. Example, stems of maize and sugarcane. Such supporting roots are called stilt roots. In some plants that grow in swampy areas such as Rhizophora, many roots come out of the ground and grow vertically upwards to help the plant get oxygen for respiration. Such roots are called pneumatophores. The stem. The stem bearing branches, leaves, flowers, and fruits is the ascending part of the axis. In a germinating seed, the stem develops from the plumule of the embryo. In the stem, there are nodes and internodes. The leaves are borne in the nodal region of the stem, while internodes are the region between two nodes. In the terminal or axillary region, the stem bears buds. The stem later becomes woody and dark brown, while it is generally green when young. The stem spreads out branches bearing leaves, flowers, and fruits, which is its main function. The stem conducts photosynthase, water, and minerals. The other functions performed by some stems include storage of food, support, protection, and vegetative propagation. Modifications of stem. The stems are modified to perform various functions. Some stems which grow under the ground, such as the stems of potato, turmeric, ginger, colocasia, zamindkhand, are modified to store food. To tide over conditions unfavorable for growth, the stem also act as organs of perennation. In gourds and grapevines, the stem tendrils that are slender and spirally coiled develop from axillary buds and help the plant to climb. Stems with axillary buds may also get modified into straight, woody and pointed thorns. Example, citrus bougainvillea. Thorns protect the plants from browsing animals. Stems of some plants that grow in arid regions modify their stems into flattened, example opuntia, or fleshy cylindrical structures, example euphorbia. These kinds of stems possess chlorophyll and hence carry out photosynthesis. Stems of some plants such as grass and strawberry etc. that grow underground spread to new niches and produce new plants when older parts die. From the base of the main axis a slender lateral branch arises and grows aerially for some time and then arch downwards to touch the ground, example mint and jasmine. A lateral branch which develops short internodes and every node bears a rosette of leaves and a tuft of roots is found in aquatic plants, example Pistia and Eichhornia. In some plants from the basal and underground portion of the main stem the lateral branches develop, then grow beneath the soil horizontally and later come out obliquely upwards giving rise to leafy shoots, example banana, pineapple and chrysanthemum. The leaf. A lateral generally flattened structure bone on the stem is the leaf. The leaf grows in the node and in its axil bears a bud. Later, the axillary bud grows into a branch. From the apical shoots meristems, leaves originate and they are arranged in an acropetal manner. The most important vegetative organs for photosynthesis are the leaves. The three main parts of the typical leaf consist of leaf base, petiole and lamina. The leaf has a leaf base through which it is attached to the stem and may have two small leaf-like structures laterally called stipules. The leaf base expands into a sheath covering the stem wholly or partially in monocotyledons. In some plants, the leaf base may become swollen and it is called the pulvinous leaf base, example leguminous plants. The petiole helps to hold the leaf blade to light. The leaf blades flutter in the wind due to the presence of long, thin, flexible petioles, thereby cooling the leaf and bringing fresh air to the leaf surface. The green expanded part of the leaf with veins and veinlets is called the lamina or the leaf blade. The midrib is usually a middle prominent vein in the leaf. Rigidity to the leaf blade is provided by the veins which also act as channels of transport for food materials, water and minerals. Different leaves show variation in the shape, margin, apex, surface and extent of incision in the lamina. Venation. Venation is the arrangement of veins and the veinlets in the lamina of the leaf. The venation is termed as reticulate when the veinlets form a network. The venation is termed as parallel when the veins run parallel to each other within a lamina. Reticulate venation is generally present in the leaves of dicotyledonous plants, while the characteristic feature of most monocotyledons is parallel venation. Types of leaves. When the leaf lamina is entire or when incised and the incisions do not touch the midrib, a leaf is said to be simple. A leaf is said to be compound when the incisions of the lamina reach up to the midrib, breaking the leaf into a number of leaflets. In both simple and compound leaves, a bud is present in the axil of the petiole, but the bud is not present in the axil of the leaflets of the compound leaf. Two types of compound leaves may be present. A number of leaflets in a pinnately compound leaf are present on a common axis. The rachis, which represents the midrib of the leaf, example neem. The leaflets in a palmately compound leaves are attached at a common point, that is, at the tip of the petiole, example silk cotton. Phyllotaxy. The pattern of arrangement of leaves on the stem or branch is called phyllotaxy. Phyllotaxy is usually of three types: alternate, opposite, and whorled. A single leaf arises at each node in alternate manner in alternate type of phyllotaxy. Example: China rose, mustard, and sunflower plants. A pair of leaves in an opposite type of phyllotaxy arise at each node and lie opposite to each other in calotropis and guava plants. In the whorled type of phyllotaxy, more than two leaves arise at the node and form a whorl. Example: Alstonia. Modifications of leaves. Usually, leaves are modified to perform functions other than photosynthesis. For climbing, as in peas, the leaves are converted into tendrils, or for defense, as in cacti, into spines. Food is stored in the fleshy leaves of onion and garlic. The leaves are small and short-lived in some plants such as Australian acacia. In Australian acacia, the petioles expand, become green, and synthesize food. Leaves of certain insectivorous plants are also modified leaves, example pitcher plant and Venus flytrap. Please share this video with your friends. Leave your comments below and please subscribe to my channel for more content. Click that bell notification that would let you know when a new video is uploaded. Thank you so much for watching. Once again, please subscribe to my channel for more content.